the disco seems to be burning it up. What up, DJ? He is just... Look at this dude, man. He is just having a happy day. Oh, raise the roof, son. Oh, look at that. He is just having the time of his life up in here. Man, I kind of want a game where you just play the space DJ. Hey, indie game makers, somebody get on that. I want a game where you just play a space DJ all day. Man, Harmonix, I just gave you $1 billion new game idea right there. I would play the hell of an indie game where you friggin' play Space DJ who floats on a pod made of speakers.
Arona has departed.
Oh. Right. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you don't answer some of these communication requests within a certain amount of time, they'll just be like, well, screw you then. I'm out of here. Oddly enough, space does not make for a large amount of patience with people. Oh. Weird that, eh?
A merchant ship has docked.
Oh, how lovely. Black market things are not good. Oh, those med supplies, you're happy about that. Also, you got cheap industrial mats. I will take those. I think I am going to get another scuzzer at this point, because we are getting a little low. So as you can see here, stuff's chugging along pretty well. We've our E is going up pretty well. We are still spending a lot, but we are taking stuff in at a pretty rapid clip here. Whoops. No, I didn't want the scuzzer. Give me that. Get back in there.
Stock take indicates your inventory is worth approximately 20,000 E. Okay.
So this is the medical supplies. We're always turning medical supplies around for a pretty decent profit, so... Now I think I am definitely going to get the salt hogs working on the luxury goods. Those, as you can see, they cost a lot, but they make a lot of money. A lot of money. Get to it, sucker. Use a couple more of space prostitutes. See, this is the thing. You can very quickly actually hire too many guys and end up, while having a lot of guys is generally a good thing, and having more staff usually means that you'll end up with a lot more money being generated from them, because almost all your staff will turn a profit eventually. You can get addicted to hiring and actually overhire to the point where you're never making the money you need, because you need to profit in this venture, right, to finish the mission. And if you keep hiring too much, you're going to be like, geez, I'm really not, you know, my profitability is really not going up here. So you have to be careful about that. It's something I was always traditionally bad at. I had some of these missions take longer than they should, because I would just hire, which is not really a good thing.
I've got to sell, and you know that I will sell.
So I really haven't found anybody to give these black market goods to yet, at least not for a profit of any nature, which is kind of a bummer, but... Alright, there's that scuzzer. I need that. Get to work, scuzzer. Where are you guys all going? Yo, oi, there's cargo here. Where are you all going? I guess he's dealing with it, but... I don't know about that. So... Probably just going to keep stacking up the luxury goods right now in the queue, because it just makes stuff much more useful. I should pick up some actual sick bays in the future when the Greys come by again. The one other little bummer, as you've probably seen at this point, is that while the different races have the different things they prefer to trade with, which makes obvious sense, there's never any variance. As you can see, every time they come by, it's the same things. I want the same items, the same stuff. I can't remember if that actually changes between missions, But yeah, it's kind of lame, and that they always want the same stuff. It becomes very predictable. You can kind of write it down and know, which is a little bit of a bummer. You have luxury goods for cheap, so I know we're gonna always want to turn those over. So your price for black market goods is a little better, still not stellar though, but I think I'm just gonna get rid of those and be done with it, because at this point it doesn't really seem worth my time.
A merchant ship has departed.
We are reaching a point soon where we may need a second cargo hold, but as you can see, we've been stuck around the 40,000 E mark for a little while here, so I want to get the profitability rolling here, so I don't think I'm gonna hold off building on a lot of stuff, I think, until I really need to.
A stock take indicates your inventory is worth approximately 20,000 E.
Okay. We're chugging on it a little quicker here, so not too concerned about that. As you can see as well, too, sometimes it's weird transporting stuff into the cargo hold, because some of the, I don't know why, some of the bays don't really respond to mouse clicks all that well, which is always kind of a bummer.
This is an historic moment. You are about to begin trading with the rest of the universe.
Okay, this is an old one.
Remember, the ever-watchful Targ Collective will...
Yeah, whatever. So we got industrial goods out the wazoo here, and we do know that we can turn over those comm sensors, so I think we're going to do that. Fill up the queue with industrial materials, I think.
There is a solar flare in progress. Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar energy?
Please.
The factory has completed its production.
And we got it started on a new one. Unfortunately, all the salt hogs are probably going to go off shift now, which is a bit of a pain. Oh, wow.
A merchant ship has docked.
This place is getting, the berth is getting pretty busy up in here. So look at, oh yeah. Feel the profit flow.
A merchant ship has departed.
So I think what I'm going to do is actually get rid of the... I think there's a way to get rid of... It's showing me who's in an item. I thought there was a way to actually remove an item. Shoot. Because I was going to put some more slumber pods, like, right here. But I don't know, actually, once you drop the item down, if you can remove it without repacking the whole room, which I'd really rather not do. That would be kind of lame. But yeah, as you can see, the sleeping pods are getting pretty busy here. Well, no, they're turning over, I suppose. Sick bay's still humming along. We've got grays at just about every station. This is a salt hog. Ah, yes, recyclers. I keep forgetting that. The recycler, again, it's expensive, but it actually can become a profit center. We'll see how much they want for it. I may decide it's not worth it. But we'll see how that goes. That was really weird. There was love coming from the elevator. How very odd that was. So stuff here is still motoring pretty well.
Ship has docked.
Wait. Yeah, the siren's getting love from another siren.
Its production.
Interesting. Alright. So... this guy has industrial materials at a good price. No one's really liked the mineral ores all that much. I may end up getting rid of that. Take that, yeah. 7,500. Yeah, you know what, I'll do it. I'll take those industrial materials, but... okay, the guy doesn't even want my mineral ores. I think I am going to have to try to get rid of those. I think I'm going to have to try to dump those mineral ores at some point, because people just... nobody seems to care. Alright, comm sensor can go. We'll put that away. By put away, I mean not because it's not working. Oh, it looks like that might be because I think the cargo bay might be filling up. So wait, that's another comm sensor. Hold up. Oh, right, I bought 2 comm sensors. I thought I bought a recycling unit. Did I not? Or did I just buy 2 comm sensors? Oh, bloody bollocks. Well, that's unfortunate. So, as you can see here... Oh, there it is. So this is starting to run out of space, so I think another cargo hold may be necessary at some point. Yeah, this is the recycler. Okay. Now we gotta squeeze this in here somewhere, though. While still making room for another cargo hold, which might be tricky. I think we can make it work like that.
Yes, it's me again, your old pal, Arona. Now, seeing as we got a special relationship, I would let you have first refusal on some tasty goods. What do you say?
Most of these are not so good, duder. Sorry. No. I don't think that's gonna work for me. Yeah, we will have to buy another cargo bay next time an appropriate trader shows up here, methinks. Now, we still have a lot of salt hogs, so we should be able to properly man this recycler without hiring too much more, if at all. Yeah, I'd like to build some more stuff, but we don't really have space to keep it all, so that's
Supervisor,
not ideal.
why not help your scuzzer droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and dropping it directly into the recycler? Or is such a menial task below you?
I think we both know the answer to that, do we not? So yeah, the cargo bay is now full. So that's a bit of a problem. There hasn't been any traders come by lately either, has there? It's kind of a problem. I don't know. Trash situation's not that bad. There's a little bit up here, but if you ask me, it ain't bad. I think we're looking alright. There goes the salt hogs.
Your stock take indicates your inventory is worth approximately 40,000 E.
So that's pretty good, 40,000 E, and we only need 50,000 more to hit our objective, so that's pretty good. Yeah, geez, where have you guys been? I don't know if we shoot. I don't know if we have any sick bays or medical supplies. That's kind of a bummer. I really do need a. Another cargo bay. Kind of quick. Let's see here, though. What's going on this side?
A merchant ship has docked.
Everybody seems to be holding up pretty well. Yeah, you don't really have anything of great use to me. Well, you do sell luxury goods cheap, I guess. And yeah, I know, I don't have anywhere to put them, but...
A merchant ship has departed.
I'm gonna keep all these things in the pattern buffer. I may be wrong about this, but I could have sworn when I did my first playthrough of this that cargo that was not kept in a cargo bay would eventually deteriorate to the point where it became worthless. Val has not mentioned that, so I could be completely wrong about that. That might just be in my aged brain, but just in case. I also seem to remember that holding stuff in your pattern buffer like that meant it wouldn't degrade, so I'm going to hold on to that for now until I get that new cargo bay.
And you know that I always sell at that cheapest prices.
Now, we know that this cargo bay is a ripoff because Arona's a dick, but we're really strapped here, so I'm gonna drop it in. I'm gonna say screw it, spend some money, get that in, and then we can put all this cargo in its better place. I think at the end of the day, that's gonna be worth it. And actually, we can put all this stuff right outside because we can just pick it up and beam it in right afterwards. Get to work, Scuzzers. Scuzzer. Industrial crates. Oh, I got your number. Yes, indeed. Let's get industrial crates and luxury goods. These seem to be pretty good, solid money makers for our space commerce. Don't worry there, Scuzzer. I got you this time. Unfortunately, the robot that manages your cargo hold for you, as you can see, is not the speediest thing on Earth. It's actually
received your reply.
Pretty sluggish. Ah, here he is. Oh yeah, look at that.
A stock take indicates your inventory is worth over 40,000 E. I stopped counting after that, I'm afraid.
We ran out of voice acting budget after 40,000 E, so unfortunately everything about that you will have to remember in your head.
Departed.
Because time is money, you know, sir. Yes. These pods really don't look all that comfortable. I wonder if they keep the noise out. I don't assume they will. What's on television? A gray with a microphone, I guess, and an ad for the game. Why not? That makes sense in all kinds of ways. Look at this happy robot. Maybe you spent less time dancing and more time processing cargo, you wouldn't be so damn slow. Didn't even really make a lot of sense, that, but, you know. Whatever. Hardware and comm sensors. I can help with that. Hardware. Yeah, that's something we don't have a lot of, is it? Probably not going to get enough built in time, but probably good to keep stacked up on that, I suppose.
Yes, it's me again, your old pal Aaron. Now, seeing as we got a special relationship, I would let you have first refusal on some tasty goods. What do you say?
No. Thought about getting a couple Scuzzers, but nah. I don't think I'm going to bother at this point. Cheap industrial materials. Not getting a lot of interest in them mineral ores, though, am I? Yeah. Oh well.
A merchant ship has departed.
We're doing pretty well here. If we can turn over most of what we already have in stock, we're basically there. So just gotta wait for the appropriate traders to show their faces.
I see that you have goods of approximate value to bring your energy total to 100,000. Might I suggest selling your inventory and avoid buying anything else?
I'm right. You know, I'm way ahead of you there, Smarmbot.
The factory has completed its production.
I know what I'm doing there, Val. Don't you worry. The nice thing about this, too, is if you actually do need to relocate anything, because I have had problems before where I'm like, oh, geez, I didn't know I was going to need this building, and now I don't have the right space for it. You can actually just, apparently, because this is space, every building can just be repacked into its component crate without any penalty whatsoever. So if you kind of get boned that way, you can actually just repack a building and either relocate it, or if you want, take the building, drop it in your cargo bay, and sell it to someone if you no longer need it, which I find hysterical, because it's like, hey, here's this heavily used building that I'm going to be able to sell you for some pretty good money. But, whatever works. It's in my favor, so who am I to argue, right? Indeed. Yeah, we got a pretty big stock going on here, so if we wait for a couple of traders to come by, I think we can sell all this off and get ourselves in business.
A merchant ship has docked.
Alright. So, comm sensors, there's some good money there. Luxury, oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. He's loaded up, though. That's kind of a bummer.
I see that you have goods of approximate
Shut
value
up,
to bring
Reno.
your energy total to
So yeah, that will happen too. People only
Mine
want
is
so
just
much
selling
stuff,
your
so I'm
inventory
probably going to have to
and
sit on the
avoid
rest of
buying
those luxury
anything
goods
else.
until he comes around again, which is kind of a bummer, but oh well. I know,
The
Val.
solar flare has ended.
Jeez, you're a friggin' nag. Unfortunately, the way this sort of communication dispatch thing works is pretty clunky, because messages will often frequently repeat, and they won't clear until you bring them up, but they repeat constantly. As cool as some of the voice acting and attention to detail on that front is in this game, they didn't do a lot of it. I'm guessing they didn't have the money for it. So a lot of this stuff is unfortunately very repetitive.
And you know that I always sell at that cheapest prices.
Ugh. Bugger off. I don't even think I'm going to bother responding to him for the rest of this mission, because I really don't think we're going to need it. But we got 35 grand in the warehouse, and we only need about 17 grand to finish this baby up, so we're doing pretty good here. Medical equipment and supplies. I don't know how much of that we've got, but I don't think we don't even know if we've got any at all now that I think about it. But, oh well. Yeah, it would have been nice if sometimes the overall demands of some of the traders that showed up were a little different. Like the fact that you always know certain traders are always going to want or be selling the same objects is kind of...
A merchant ship has docked.
Makes it just a little repetitive and less interesting, if you ask me. I could probably sell some of this stuff and get us close to the goal, but no, I'm going to wait one more turnaround.
A merchant ship has departed.
Robots are bopping the hell out. Let's take a look at what's going on up here. How's it looking? This deck does look quite barren, but everybody seems happy, and we were running a little out of... we didn't really need much more than this. And the amount of scuzzers we have seem to be doing a good job of keeping everything clean. Everything's making good money. People are paying to sleep. People are paying to get laid. People are paying for medical care. This is a libertarian capitalist paradise in here, really. Friggin' people. I know I don't have any litter boxes, but really? Or litter bins, not boxes. That's for something very different. So yeah, next trader that comes in, I think I'm just going to dump everything I can, because we're at 88,000 already, and we have 35 grand in the bank, so we're doing really well here. So I think we're just going to dump on this guy whatever we can, even if it's at poor value, and call this sucker.
A merchant ship has docked.
Alright. Yeah. Put these industrial mats. 97,000, so yeah. Boom.
Excellent. Your
We are
trading
done.
skills are quite superb.
Thank you so
One day
much.
you'll be as famous as Elena Dow, and twice as popular. Now to business. I have an offer from the Galactic Rehabilitation Authority. It appears they want someone to set up and run a convict rehabilitation center.
Ooh, space prison. Well, that's going to make some stuff pretty interesting next time, I think. So, there you go, guys. So, that is episode 3, or mission 3 of Retro Flashback Plays StarTopia. So, tune in next time when, yeah, we get to get our galactic rehab on. This should be interesting to put it mildly. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. It does help me out a great deal. And I will see you in space next time. Take it easy, guys.